Why hello there, Swordlock here, and welcome back to episode 11 of the Hardcore series. So I did a lot on live stream, and we have gotten quite far. So what I did on live stream was I got the best armor in the game now. Yeah, I'm overpowered basically, though I do not have the best possible axe, and I don't have the best possible shovel, which is here. But that's fine, that's for the future. Today, I have one goal. Since I have good armor, we need to now get even more overpowered by going over and getting a totem of undying, or at least attempting to without dying. Now, I have an idea on how to do this, and that is to make a raid farm. Now, making a raid farm is quite simple and quite hard at the same time. So, what I need to do is I need to make a 3x3 house about this size right here, alright? And villagers are going to live in here. Then there's going to be a moat going around it, which is going to have magma cubes, and then 20 blocks out in every direction, there's going to be a spot for raiders to spawn. It is a pretty effective design, and I want to build it in this world, because I do not want to fight a raid by myself, because that's not going to end well, but if I can make it automated, sure, let's do it. And I also am gonna have to be quite high in the air, so luckily we have feather falling 4 on our boots. Also, sorry for the game only running at 30 frames per second, and sorry that there's no shaders. I cannot do much about it. I'm using a laptop to record this video. Also, on a live stream, I collected all the magma blocks I need, which is roughly this many. I was going through a humongous underwater cave somewhere in that direction and found all of these inside of the cave. I said I found all of these inside of... I found all of these. I found all of... Where is it? I found all of these in the underwater cave, and all of these blocks here, which is a cobblestone deep slate, is going to be used to build the platform where the pillagers spawn. So without further ado, I think it is time to start building. Also, it's day 481 now, if anyone's wondering. So yes, I've almost survived 500 days. And on stream, I went over and scalloped out the ocean. I went over and searched through the ocean to see if I could find a nice spot to build this raid farm. And I actually did find a nice spot. And it is just right over this way. You cannot see it from here right now because of the low render distance. But there is a spot that I went over and built a post in the ocean right somewhere in this vague direction, not far away, and that is a perfect spot to build the raid farm. It is right near a guardian temple. Okay, not dangerously near, but it is near one, and also it is near my house. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say, where did it go? But no, it's right here. So I want to build it in this general area. This way, right here, there is a guardian temple, though it is not too close to where it is dangerous, because I do not want that, you know, we're in hardcore mode. There it is. Okay, the guardian temple is right there, and we can see it in all of its dangerous glory and stuff. We should probably not be here. Goodbye, Guardian Temple. So, on the water level right here, I want to build out 20 blocks in this way. The reason why is this is how big this spawning area is going to be. Okay, it doesn't have to exactly be 20 blocks, but 20 blocks is roughly the amount that I came up with. And it's going to be going 20 blocks this way, and that way, and that way. Now, all of this area needs to be filled in with this cobblestone deep slater. Whatever block I choose to build it out of, which I'm building it out of this, because I have a humongous abundance of this. I got a little bit carried away with building. It has been some time, and this is what I've got so far. So I built the entire rim around here, as you see. It is approximately looking like a rim. Then I went over and made a 2-block deep hole in the middle here, where there is a bunch of magma blocks, which I do not really want to stand on. Then I have a villager house right here, where the villagers are going to live. There is no villagers in here because I haven't brought them over yet, but this is a villager house. If I go over this this way, there is a ladder, which you have to do parkour to get to, and that is just, one fear of mine. While I'm doing a raid of falling in here, I'm gonna have to find a way to not fall into here. Then I can come down here, and this is where all of the items are going to be collected, specifically right here. So I'm going to be having blocks here with rails on them, with a minecart with a hopper, and then we'll all go into a chest. And it will be circling all around this entire area. I also need to bring over 2 of my villagers inside of here, which will be rather interesting because I need to kind of bring the villager through the side of the mountain, roughly. Yep, right through here. And make a left somewhere and pop out of the mountain and go to the ocean. Let me through here, villager. Oh, I'm stuck. And there is a nice straight path down there, so I can just go over, grab the villager, and go on an adventure across the world in a boat. With a piston, of course. Ooh, we do not want to go over to that guy. That guy over there can give me bad omen if I kill it. And my armor has thorns on it. And, you know, that probably would give me bad omen if my armor literally killed that pillager. So I do not want that, because I do not want to raid yet. Alright, now I have to figure out how to get this poor villager up here, because I do not know how to do this. How do I even do this? Do I have to like get this boat down like that maybe and do that? This is not a boat, but if I do that, maybe I can put the piston right here. I'm calling everything the wrong word. I need to put the boat on top of the piston here. Then maybe I might be able to power it with a redstone block. And yes, I did. Okay, now I just have to take it to the villager house, which should be pretty easy. Alright, it is voiceover time because I messed up the game audio and it was extremely loud, especially the minecarts. So I've gotten the villagers in the house, and I also went over and built trapdoors around the moat. The reason why is because with the trapdoors, the villagers see them as full blocks, pillagers, not villagers, and if they see them as full blocks, they will try to stand on them, and when they stand on them, they don't know if it's open or closed, and they will fall right through to the magma blocks. I needed a spot to stand where the Vexes won't see me. The reason why is when the Vexes spawn, then they will see me and spawn in the Vindicators. No, the Vindicators are going to spawn in the Vexes, and the Vexes can fly around, and I do not want to be right next to the Vexes because they have iron swords, and they do a lot of damage when they hit you. So if I build a pillar up in the air, the Vexes won't see me. I keep calling them Vexes. The Vindicators will not see me and spawn the Vexes in, and I will be safe and sound until I have to go and take a witch on, but between I can't even speak. Until then, I'll be safe. This is hard to say. This platform is 64 blocks up in the air because I want to make sure I am actually far enough away. Also, I'm going to slab all of the roof here, not roof, but the standing area with the slabs so the raid doesn't spawn here. Because in my testing with this farm design, the raid would actually spawn on top of the platform here, which is not what I want. After that, there is only one more thing that had to be done, and I need to go over and add in a extra little, what do I want to call it? Finger? Sure. We need to go over and add in another finger going out of the build. This is a mess of a sentence. Basically, what I need to do is the raid will not spawn in unless I go over and make a line going away from one of the sides. And then I want to go over and surround it with fences. And that way, the Vindicators and whatever else spawns in a raid spawns inside of where I want it to spawn. Also, the reason why I need to go over and cover it with fences is because when they spawn in, they normally fly into the water, and it takes a lot longer for them to actually get to the magma blocks. Now, I only had one more goal, and that was to get some food. The reason why is the farm is now ready to be raided, or it's ready for a raid, but I do not know where, I know where food is. It's in my chest. I just don't have any food in my inventory, so I had to go over and get some more food. That is better than watermelons, because watermelons are not very good food when it comes to trying to do any sort of PvP in Minecraft. I also had 4 golden apples in my inventory because, you know, it's better to be safe. Also, I wanted to make more than 4 golden apples because that's just not really enough. I mean, it is, but, you know, more is better. And I actually did have 2 apples, and I put them in my inventory, and by the time I got, you know, more food, I forgot to craft the apples into golden apples, and I started the raid, or at least I got bad omen and didn't want to come back. So I didn't have more apples apples, even though I very well could have had more. And instead of going over and drinking some milk to get rid of the bad omen effect, I decided, yeah, now, let's just go over and do the raid anyway, which is not the best idea. I could have just waited to go over and get some, you know, more bad omen from some more pillagers, but no, I didn't wait. But it was fine anyway. We only ended up having, you know, let's not spoil it. So I started the raid, and luckily it didn't start when I was in the middle of the ocean, far away from it. Because if it did, that would be a problem, because I wouldn't be right in the middle, all the way up on top of my tower. So luckily it started when I was already on the farm, so that is nice, because the raid didn't start before I got there. Then I just quickly ran all the way up to the top, and the raiders basically did what they were supposed to do. They went over and fell into the magma blocks, and that was about it. Now, once in a while, when I say once in a while, I just mean when witches spawn in, that was a problem. They actually do hit you quite good. I got hit down to, I think it was 1.5-ish hearts, which is really, really low. But luckily I had a golden apple in my inventory, so that was nice. Golden apples are awesome in hardcore Minecraft, or just in normal Minecraft as well. So they aren't that useful in peaceful mode, but you know, you have them in peaceful mode too if you want. Also, in the middle of the raid, I decided to chuck the loot to see what is in there. Luckily, there was only one witch on the surface, so I didn't have to worry about another witch spawning, and, another raid spawning, and I got a totem of undying, to be exact, 2 of them, which is awesome, because I like totems of undying, because they can save you if you die, because you undie immediately right after, which is awesome, though you always want to have more than one of them in your inventory, but it's still awesome having them in your inventory anyway, as a backup. The entire raid, besides that one witch part, was actually rather easy. I had no other problems the entire time. Yes, I did get poisoned a few times, but it wasn't really a big deal at all. Now, there was also the big Ravangers. They did take a long time to go down when it comes to the health, though it's not bad because, well, they aren't attacking anything. They're just in magma blocks. Also, the Vexes did not spawn Vindicators. I keep saying that backwards. The Vindicators did not spawn Vexes either because, again, I was too far away from the Vindicators for them to spawn Vexes in, which is also awesome. And after all of that, I finally got Hero of the Village, which is awesome because, well, okay, you know, how many times am I going to say awesome today? Probably a lot, but I got the Hero of the Village, which is good. I'm not going to say awesome again. Well, no, it's better than good. It's, WD-40 duct tapingly good. I just looked at my wall and came up with that on the spot. Also, did you ever know that a bed is almost the same height as a slab? The reason why is because I put slabs around the bed and didn't notice, but this list looks really, really weird to me. Ow. I just hit my knuckles on my table. Ouchie. I'm okay. This video has been long in the making because I've been quite busy lately. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you again in the next video. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.